Bettina Ortiz y Mina was a former Miss Venezuela and Miss Universe runner-up. The wife of the Miami auto parts tycoon Herman Ortiz y Mina. At every restaurant she chose to grace with her presence, she was always greeted with reverence and whisked to the exact table she desired. But today, the table at Sip Sip, her favorite lunch spot on Harbor Island, where she could comfortably sit and eat her kale Caesar salad, was taken. The large, noisy group is taking too much time. She got impatient and enraged that she couldn't get what she wanted. Bettina fumed as she glared at the tourists, happily savoring their lunch in the sun.
Look how tacky they were, the women overly tanned, wrinkled, and saggy, none of them properly lifted or Botoxed. And the men were even worse. All dressed in old rumpled shirts and shorts, wearing those cheap straw hats sold at the trinket shop on Dunmore Street. Why did such people have to come here?
Bettina stormed into the kitchen. She rants at the restaurant owner with a shock of pixie-cut blonde hair named Julie.
Julie, honey, what's the dealio? I've waited more than 15 minutes for my table.
Sorry, Bettina, it's been one of those days. The party of 12 on the terrace showed up just before you did.
But the terrace is your prime spot. Why on earth did you let those tourists take up all that space?
Well, that tourist in the red fishing cap is the Duke of Glencora. His party just boated over from Windermere. That's his Royal Heisman you see moored off the coast. Isn't it the most handsome sailboat you've ever seen?
I'm not impressed by big boats.
From the kitchen window, she surveyed the party assembled on the terrace with new eyes. These aristo-British types were such a strange breed. Sure, they had their Seville rose suits and their heirloom tiaras, but when they traveled, they looked so painfully frumpy. It was only then that Bettina noticed three tan, well-built men in fitted white t-shirts and black Kevlar pants sitting at the adjacent table. The guys weren't eating but sat watchfully, sipping glasses of seltzer water.
I assume that's the Duke's security detail? They couldn't be more obvious. Don't they know that we're all billionaires here on Bryland, and this isn't how we roll?
Actually, those bodyguards belong to the Duke's special guest. They did a whole sweep of the restaurant before the party arrived. They even searched my walk-in freezer. See that Chinese fellow seated at the end of the table?
Bettina squinted through her Dior Extase sunglasses at the portly, balding, 70-something Asian man dressed in a nondescript white short-sleeved golf shirt and gray trousers.
Oh, I didn't even notice him. Am I supposed to know who he is?
That's Alfred Shang.
He looks like their chauffeur. Doesn't he look like that guy that used to drive Jane Wyman around in Falcon Crest?
Julie, who was trying to focus on searing a cut of tuna to perfection, shook her head with a tight-lipped smile.
From what I hear, that chauffeur is the most powerful man in Asia.
What's his name again?